If you'd like to join us at the table, sub in front of your colleague or run to Parliament, but that's how the process will work today. Thank you, Dr. Merton and Dr. Lambert. You've got 10 minutes with us this morning, so I'd invite you to begin your presentation.
Tēnā koutou, katoa, ko whitere te monga, ko rokaua te moana, no paramata aho, ko pō rahu roa, ko ipi oku matua, ko te metu toku ingoa. I'm known as Sam by many people. I'm chair of the Council of Medical Colleges. I grew up in Wellington, did 4 years of medical training in Dunedin and came back to Wellington and spent a lot of time doing surgical procedures and then moved into general practice and have been chair of the College of GPs and the president for the last 6 years. That's coming to an end of July, many people will be pleased to know. And I have been chair of the Council of Medical Colleges for the last couple of years and have spent all of my medical career working in hospitals and in the community, trying to do the best for all of my patients, including Māori who have very specific needs. And from a Council of Medical Colleges perspective, we oppose the bill because there are potential to enormous health impacts for Māori, and we think that if we do this, it will set us back many years. And I'm going to pass to Jo, who will introduce herself and continue the conversation. Thank you.
Morena, ko tainui te iwi, ko tainui te waka, ko perongia te maunga, o Waipate awa, ko puriki Ngāti Manga Poto te hapu, ko puriki ki te marae, ko Lambert rawa, ko Reynolds, o kumatua, ko Joe Lambert tuku ingoa. Thank you so much for your time today and for this kōrero. I'm very proud to represent the Council of Medical Colleges in opposing this bill. 25 years as a doctor, I've worked all across the Motu, Otupoti, Dunedin Hospital, in community clinics in Whangarei, Tauranga, North Shore, Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. The majority of that time has been with wahine Māori and sexual assault medicine. It's not fun, and unfortunately it's overrepresented. For the last few years, I chair the College of Sexual and Reproductive Health, which is in charge of the advanced medical training for specialists working in that field, and also has a large membership of nurses and midwives that we are training in that field as well. The majority of that time has been teaching cultural safety, haora Māori, te tiriti, and how that impacts on the well-being of Māori. Tā Mason Jury uses the term haora, and he describes that as flourishing. So when we talk about haora Māori, we talk about flourishing for Māori. The last 3 years I've been working as Māori health lead at Te Tokotumai, Auckland City Hospital, where I've been te tiriti in action with a number of other Māori health clinicians, managers, administrators, and care navigators. And a lot of that time, I'm speaking with senior healthcare professionals who say to me, sometimes, some of them say, I'm culturally safe because I treat everybody equally. And I take a breath and I say, let's start there then. Because equality assumes that we all have the same experience, that we all have the same resources, the same privileges, that we come from the same background. And if I apply that in a health setting, using the principle of equality, that would mean that if someone comes in with vomiting, let's say, whether they're a 6-month-old PP baby, whether a 12-year-old male, a 30-year-old person with a uterus, or an 80-year-old, that I ask them the same questions. I order the same investigations. I give them or offer them the same advice, and I offer them the same medicine. By using the principle of equality, I would be wasting resources because 3 out of those 4 people don't need a pregnancy test.
Exactly.
Because I possibly could kill 2 of them, the baby and the older person, by giving the same medicine. Amongst other things, I could get an incorrect or missed diagnosis. In health, we have to take in all things. We have to take in ethnicity. This bill willfully ignores the data for Māori health statistics. Luckily for us, Te Tiriti already has the answer. Article 3, o Rititanga. Equity. Equity asks us to be brave, to be vulnerable, to examine our privileges and examine our biases, whether they are unconscious or conscious. Equity looks at where we came from and how we got there and who brought us in and whether we could actually pay for our parking. The Council of Medical Colleges has spent the last few years partnering with Te Ora Māori Medical Association and supported by the Medical Council of New Zealand, bringing us closer together. We've done transformative action for culturally safe care, asking our 9,000 members to understand and use Te Tiriti in their everyday clinical practice. This bill sets us back decades. This bill ignores that Māori are dying, and they're at the bottom of the waiting list to be told that they're dying. Now that sounds inflammatory, and I assure you it's not, because I've sat in the planned care hui and I've listened to wahine Māori waiting for 190 days compared to Pacific people waiting for 120 and other waiting for under 100 days. That's the data that is available for the government and for you all. I enjoyed Kitty's speech because she connected us back to whenua. And in health, in our advanced medical training, and in our undergraduate medical training, we talk about te whare tapawhā. And the whenua is the whare, the house of health. All the land that we are getting back and have got back through good use, the Waitangi Tribunal is allowing us to get our Māori health back. The whenua, which Kitty talked about, is deeply connected to health. Our language, our reo, talks about the whare tangata, which is the house of the people, but also the uterus. The whenua is the placenta, and the whenua is the land. Our language already tells us what we need to be doing, and that is opposing this bill, which replaces equity with equality, and will risk, and does risk, the health and well-being of Māori and of all New Zealanders. I really want to thank my partner, because we are partners and partnership is really important. And I've learned the allies, wherever they come from, in Aotearoa are a huge, huge asset.
Thanks, Jo. And thanks for your time. We truly believe that if this bill goes through, then it will disable many of our healthcare workers to be able to provide a nuanced healthcare service to the people who need it the most. Yeah.
Thank you, Jo and Sam.
Okay, yeah, we love our lesbian queens around here. That was actually quite a wholesome submission. But I just want to share an image. Now, hopefully this will not break my internet, but I just want to show people the difference between inequity and inequality. Right, can everyone see this? What's the matter? It's the same distance. Well, they have an equal distance that they've got to get through, but one person has got more obstacles in the way, okay? So they have an equal distance, but the inequities are there's all this shit in the way, okay? Well, if I wanted to interpret this picture in relation to Māori, we could go, each one of these obstacles is a treaty breach that has impacted Māori in a socio-economic sense. And we could look at this guy as a settler who's come over, whom the government took land from this person and gave it to this person. This person is unaware. This person is probably not familiar with, is probably not aware of how they got the land and all that stuff, but they've got less barriers to get over, right? They've still got issues in their life. We're not undermining that. We're not ignoring that. But this person has more stuff that they've got to get through. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that to give a visual example of what equity and equality looks like. So let me just stop screen sharing. Okay, there we go.
I like the other one, which was to see over the fence. We all have the same box to stand on, and that was equality. But equity would be allowing the people of different heights to all be able to see over.
Yeah, that's also a really good image. And back when I was an ACT supporter, I didn't understand the difference between equality and equity until I began working in a blue-collar job. And then I saw it for myself, the difference between equality and equity. But Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a really good submission because she highlighted it. This is about equity and equality, and that there is a key difference between the two. And different groups require different things. Like, it's not just Māori people, but you've also got the disabled community. You've also got people who might be dealing with things like autoimmune disorders, or or the LGBTQ plus community who might be more victim to people like Destiny Church acting like idiots. All that stuff, right? The concept of partnership is still there, and participation and protection. The 3 Ps. It's a universal concept. It's not just exclusive to Māori.
Another one was comparison is the thief of joy, because it's the only reason we start fighting about equal opportunities versus special treatment, because why you can compare to learn and respect the differences, or you could just be like, hey, he's getting treated differently. It's like, because they're different.
Yeah. Well, it's just like with the picture I showed with the racing course. Some people need a little bit more help to get through that course. Or some people need a taller box. It's not taking away from the idea that we're not equal before the law. If I steal something, I'm going to go through the same probably sentencing process as everyone else. I'm not special because I'm Māori. The law is already there. I don't get I don't get less prison time or anything like that because I happen to be part Māori. It doesn't work like that. All right, Stacey.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, News Guide, the Order Paper Podcast. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram.